the singing chef. Let me make you sing and your taste buds wet. All we want for you to see is how we living in a blessed country. Yeah.
Hello there, folk. This is the Singing Chef Show today, and I am Eon John, your Singing Chef, right? Are we just gonna get on with it? You see these lovely babies? Well, I was just trying to see how they're gonna fit into the pot, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lovely pot of stovetop Guyanese enchiladas, and it's gonna be really, really wonderful. We have our ingredients, which are, we're gonna be putting callaloo and chicken and cheese, and these are all little spices that are going to make our sauce really sexy. We've already done making passata or like a tomato sauce is so easy, you would not believe. All you have to do is you go to the market when tomatoes are cheap, and then you just chop them up and mince them up, and then you could either preserve it or put it in the freezer like I do. And then you just bring them out, you add a bit of tomato paste with it, and then you just make a really nice homemade passata sauce. And we can mix those with the spices, and that's going to be really beautiful. Now we're going to put saute some of these, so that's going to be really good for color. Right, so what we're going to do is, I already got this heating up way too long, but that's all right. And I use coconut oil for everything. Just a tiny bit of coconut oil. Don't want too much. You need some for over there in a second. I'm going to take that off because I don't want that pan to be too hot. I'm going to put the sauce in. Most of it. Good. Just add a little bit of water. So just a tiny bit of water because I want to loosen that up. Just want it to be a loose sauce. Right? And even in that sauce, I am going to add, right in the beginning, add some paprika, all of it. There. All this is to your taste. I give you certain measurements that's going to come up on the screen, but make it milder. Right? Small paprika is really important when you're doing this type of food. Right? That's our marred man, which is Guyanese basil. Some black pepper, just to make it spicy. And then of course, that I really don't do anything without, it's not much that I cook that's savory that will have, will not have some riri, right? Now for me, that's ready. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar later if I think it needs it. But this is not really, sometimes they add sugar to this thing, but I don't think it's totally necessary. It depends on how sweet your tomatoes already are. Okay? Stay conservative and then go mad, but taste it first if you're gonna be going mad, okay? And put in the special things that you want. You don't want to put too much stuff in. That's going to ruin what you are trying to do. Okay. I want to put this down here. Yeah, just press that over there. How are we going to put these ones over here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one off. Turn this one on. This is nice and closer to me. I'm going to do we're going to do the sauteing. Put just a little bit of oil in there. Not too much because this is not an oily dish. And you do get them sometimes when they're really oily and you're like, you got such a good taste, but why so much oil? Right? Well, we need that because we got to saute these wonderful vegetables. pickle from a cleaver. Yes, I can just, let me move this out of the way. It's not really necessary to have it here for right now. I'm gonna put that there so you can actually see what I'm doing. You know, we can go back, bring them back as we need them. All right, I got some lovely. All right, what I'm doing here is a long way chiffonade. Like you can do it the other way. You know, you're cutting it into ribbons. I chose to do it this way. So I just wanted to add some color. Okay, I'm not putting that in yet. I want to put that there. I need to just get a little bit of the my big leaf thyme. All right. Right. Wonderful. I'm going to put some of this in there. Behave yourself. Oh my gosh. So reactive. Young guns. Good. I'm using the same spoon because it's all going into the same thing anyway. And don't over garlic it. Yeah. And you know how much I love garlic. But we want everything to taste kind of balanced, right? Right. Now the reason why I cut everything up instead of the first thing that should go in there will be going in there is because I don't like mixing. I'm very careful about mixing the chicken. You know, although it's going in the same thing, once I finish with this, I'll be able to take it off, let that go and get washed. Right? Now this chicken, I've just basically put a little bit of pimento, of lemon pepper in here. Alright? We don't want to go too fancy about it. Cut across the grain because I want it to hold together. Right? A lot of people, they saute it first, but I think just cut it up and get on with it. And then it takes much shorter time to cook like this, and so it kind of stays succulent actually as long as you watch it. Let me just turn this down. Right, I'm going to put some of the chicken marinade in there. Alright, that's alright, that'll be lovely. Yeah, a little bit of caramelization, not too bad. Put that chicken in there. And let it just softly cook. Right. Alright. You see what I mean? I just cut across the grain like that. The range runs that way. And I just cut across the grain. What I'm going to do is cut this in half first because it's too thick. And just cut across. Nice. This is a decent half-inch pieces. And I want it to be pieces as well because I don't want to be putting chicken mush in this. These are enchiladas. Alright. No, leave them just that size. Let's put the heat back up. I'm going to turn this off. I have, haven't I? Okay, we're back on. Let's get some action going now. And basically what I want to leave this to get all the chicken pieces to brown. All right. A little spatula here. And this chicken knows exactly what it's doing.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Cameroon River to the East Coast.
Okay. That's the one. The pepper that you're in on a secret is only for color. But it does add a nice little crunch in there. I cut it into like pretty little short pieces. So we're gonna put the callaloo in there. The callaloo do something really lovely. Right? And the reason why you want to fry off the callaloo is because, again, I need the color of the callaloo. Right? So we're gonna keep that really simple. Because if you put any kind of water in there, you start having it starts to make the callaloo go gray. And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that do cooking, right? You want to keep the callaloo green, keep it in the sheen. You got to just fry it, and then you just get this beautiful bright color, just like spinach. Beautiful bright color. Right. Loving that too. Right. Want to put a little bit of the herbs and spices in there and a black pepper. And the reason I'm doing this slowly is if I do it really fast, then it starts to go a dark green. So you just gotta be patient with this one, right? Remember the main thing is the chicken and the cheese. So a lot of times that's all they have in there. I love our callaloo. Right? You got all that looking really pretty. We want to keep it looking pretty. Oh yeah. Just keep moving it around. Gently. Okay, gently. There's plenty of time. In the meanwhile, I'm just going to chop the chicken down a little bit more, so it kind of matches what's in there. Yeah. Now you're looking, you can see the enchiladas coming at ya. Right? See that? Let it all just mix together. Right? Mix in. Okay. I'm doing the rest of the chicken. I might use my hands. Doing this is real. Like, you imagine them doing this on the street. Okay, just get it in there. See, everything's starting to glisten and make sense now. Lovely. all mixing together very nicely. Excellent. Then what we're going to do, start on the cheese. I want that to really melt in too. So because really you can just do this with chicken and cheese. Alright, let's mix it all together. So it's already getting nice and stringy. Right? No burning. It's a lovely mix. It's going inside those wonderful tortillas. You see how that's all mixing together nicely? It's loving itself. Right, and let it cook slowly. It'll take a couple more minutes, right? Then that's going to go into here. Now I'm going to get these tortillas ready for stuffing. So we put the stuff that we don't need straight away over there, so I can go over there. Don't need any more onions. Just probably need some of that for later. Okay. Fabuloso. And here we are. So I'm just going to clean my table off a little bit. My board, my lovely, lovely board. Right. Right, let's put that back. Got this ready. Okay, I'm gonna put this on here. Not ready. And that's good. That's nice and dry. So move this over here. Yeah, it's perfect. What we're gonna do is put all the mix, fill it in here. Get it as clean as you can, but it doesn't matter because the first thing that goes in here is I'm gonna put a little bit of tomato sauce to deglaze it. Right? But I'm going to do it subtly because I don't want it, I want it to stay really soft when I get the, when I put the rolled enchiladas in here, right? So this is what you call a cold deglaze. Just leave it. Yes. Sometimes people do other things because I just want it to set, soak up the flavor, but I don't want it to cook anymore. That's where the enchiladas are going to go, right? So I'm going to just turn this off right now. And we're going to do some enchilada rolling. Very exciting. And I'm not going to put it directly in there because I want to finish all the rolling first before I put it in here because I don't want it to start soaking up any of the, like the, you know, the sauce and the stuff. You don't want to soak it up too quickly. Just want everything to cook exactly the same. And the rolling is pretty simple. I mean, you and your kids can do this. All right, just get loads of it in there. Make sure it overlaps. And keep it as tight as possible because it will expand, okay? This doesn't feel as comfortable. I'm going to use this one. Right. Wonderful. Right. Keep them tight. You might have figured like a little bit falling out. So much that's going to be going on now. Yeah, that's working out just fine. Remember, these are whole wheat pastas. Tortillas, you can, I'm homemade. These aren't homemade. These are some nice ones that we saw the other day. But you can make them. They're so easy to make at home. Okay, so, and you can do it, takes about 5, maybe 10 minutes to make about 6, 8. But it, you know, of course you got to let your flour proof and stuff like that. Not proof, but you know, set, so that the dough is just ready for rolling properly. So really it takes about half an hour, but then you can do quite a lot in that time. All right, and this is a real fun thing that you can do with your kids. Yeah, and by this time they'll be dribbling, and then this is a really cool, tricky way to get your kids to happily eat vegetables. They'd never eat if you just had them staring right at you from the plate. Gotta be clever in these days. These kids are very smart. Alright, we get that together. Yes. Really, I'm loving this. This is good. Well, I think that's as much as we can fit into these ones. It's almost exact, so. Alright, so we're not really wasting much. That can go with some rice a bit later. Or maybe a bit of filling for this. Okay, so this will be one of the first ones that's going to go in. Alright, there we go. I'll put this on. Excellent. Everything here is gentle cooking. Because remember, doing it on a stove top is not, we're not using an oven. In fact, I don't know what number we're at, some really good number now. We're trying to reach 100 different recipes that we just do on the stove top. Because remember that a lot of people in Guyana do not have use of an oven, or some of them, or some of them even wish to have use of an oven. They like an open stove, and I want to give you the ability to go ahead and do that but do really amazing stuff and just blow people's head off. Blow people away, I mean, not head off. That's the wrong term. Definitely the wrong term. Okay. This one we just stick right on the side. Alright. Get it packed in nicely. Yeah. Just gonna start cooking like that. And this is the time we're going to use the rest of our sauce. Yes, and smother the entire thing. Make sure everything gets covered in sauce. Yeah. Make sure that wonderfulness goes everywhere. We're going to cover this over on a very gentle heat. Alright, and what you want to do is kind of seal it, because then it traps the heat on the bottom, and then what we're going to do is we're going to cover it so that will trap the heat on the top.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and you taste buds red from the Pomeranian River to East Coast.
Great, so we got our cheese here. And this is the time to really cheese this baby. And you want the cheese really to stay right on top of your enchiladas like this. Nice even spread. You see how it's bubbling through like that? That's what you want. Alright. I would have put even more cheese on top. You could always do that later. Good. Right. We're going to cover this over this very gentle heat. Leave it for like 7 to 8 minutes, and that should just cheese will completely melt down. Everything underneath is going to cook really nicely. We should have some beautiful enchiladas that we'll be able to take out and present and give to Miss Jessica to do some tasting. Okay, it's the minute of reckoning. Stovetop enchiladas. I just love the fact that it's so easy to make, right? So let's see if we can get out that nice one here. Make sure it's separated from the other one. You can see this one's separated. Let's see, but let's see if I can get one here. It's got so much cheese I can't even find the enchiladas. There it is. This. One coming out there. this. Okay. All right. God. Look at that. That's beautiful. Well, Jessica, she's a small person. You only need one. Right. And with this is probably when you do this for children, they're gonna want all of it. So make enough. It's not their fault that they get hungry, and they will tell you exactly what I'm telling you. Alright. This piece here, I want to get some of that cheese on here. So you get the full effect. Yeah, we just cut these and just playfully put them there. And just make sure you try to look really, really nice. I'm going to put this up here before Miss Jessica goes away. She can come and try some of the Guyanese chicken enchilada.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast.
Okay, Miss Jessica, please come and taste our enchiladas.
Now, I haven't had these for absolutely years. They've absolutely really just, I've never thought of why I didn't cook them here, because we've got all these lovely fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
And we've got, and I love the fact you're giving it a Guyanese twist here as well.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
I used to make these sort of things for my kids all the time.
Yeah.
There
So
you
you've
go.
got all that nutrition of the cheese.
Yeah.
And we've got, oh, it's so simple to make. The kids could make them.
Yeah. The kids could help you make them. By the time they're done, it doesn't matter whether you're throwing spinach or any other kind of vegetables in there.
It's delicious.
They absolutely go for it, you see?
Yeah. You got the chicken, you got the spinach, the cheese, that tomato,
Yep.
and all the spices coming in.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yes. That's like it. It's like a boat full of flavor. This is a perfect starter and a perfect meal for your children, and it's a good, it's a good booster to try to get your kids to eat vegetables, and it's ridiculously simple. Thank you guys. Thank you, Miss Jessica, for tasting.
Yeah.
Thank you guys at TBN. Thank you and also thank you guys for tuning in.
And all of you who are watching overseas, thanks
Yeah.
very much for all your messages. We love hearing from you. We love hearing from the Guyanese living here in Guyana too, so keep those messages coming in. And thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye.
And tell us what's your favorite song as well, so that we can mention a name and then feature it on whichever one that we pick.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast. Oh, this is a love song about that. When I first saw you in the park, you were barefoot and naked in the garden. I said, hey, what you got there in your bag? You said nothing, just an old bag. I need some clothes. I'm gonna move and bathe myself as I decompose. In a perfect world, I would be inside your waterfall. When you call, I'm smoking here. I'll be sitting in your secret garden. When I first saw you in the park, you were barefoot and naked in the dark. I said, hey, what you got there in your hand? You said nothing, just these bedroom mats and some legs. I hate it when these bugs get in my bed. Oh, in a perfect world, but I would be inside your waterfall. When you call, I'm still getting. I'll be sitting in the secret garden. It's such a long way to go to reach my destination, but it's just time it flows without consolation. When I first saw you in the park, you were barefoot and naked in the garden. I said, hey, what you got there, girl, it close. You said nothing. Well, I suppose inside this empty heart I wanna make some noise. In a perfect world, I would be inside your waterfall. When you come, I'm still getting. I'll be sitting in the secret garden. So welcome to the world of the singing chef. Let me make you sing and your taste buds wet. All we want for you to see is how we living in a blessed country. Yeah.